itself was very successful. Tell us some of the memories you have from last season.
It was, yeah. The last MSL was certainly a big success. I think a lot of people around the world doubted the fact that it was going to take off, and it did. I think it did with a bang. I think the quality of cricket was probably the most impressive thing of the tournament. It was high standard of cricket, very competitive, and a lot of youngsters came through, which is ultimately, I think, in my opinion, the aim of the tournament is really to strengthen our cricket across South Africa, give some of the youngsters an opportunity to mingle with some of the stars around the world. Which is obviously a big reason also why it worked so well. Is we had some really quality, world-class global stars playing in our tournament. So I'm looking forward to this time around. I think it's going to get even better. We have more names here this time around. The tournament's going to get bigger and stronger. And from the word on the street, everyone that played in the tournament last year, especially the guys from overseas, really enjoyed it and are very keen to get back into the mix of things.
Yeah, maybe you play around in the lot of Mzansi Super League.
I think there were quite a few guys that are jealous that didn't play in it. But the guys who played, as I alluded to, really enjoyed the tournament. They enjoyed the vibe. Obviously, South Africa is one of the best touring destinations in the world. Everyone from overseas love coming here, first of all. So it's a really good experience. You play golf, the food is good, the people are friendly, and then you get to play some really competitive, proper cricket on some of the biggest stages of the world. Supersport Park, Newlands. All the great fields we have and stadiums we have in South Africa. So I think the guys had a great time. They're very keen to get back, and some of the new faces that get into the tournament this year, I think they're going to have a ball of a time.
Yeah, you mentioned some of the youngsters, obviously what they've done for the club. How happy does that make you feel for them?
As I said, that's the aim of the tournament, in my opinion. That's why the IPL is such a big success. They have Indian youngsters that come through and are ready to perform at international level straight away, and that's huge credit's got to go to the IPL for that. Same with the MSL. We saw some youngsters come through, and it's only the first year, so I think it's going to get bigger and stronger. You mentioned a few names, Luta Sepamla, a few others, Riza, Rassi, and then also a guy like Bjorn Fortuin, who had an opportunity recently, George Linder. There's so many that all of a sudden appear on the big stage, and when they get an opportunity international level, they seem to be ready. They seem more mature than they're supposed to be at a young age, certainly what I was when I was young. So, as I said, a tournament like this is incredibly important for the strength and the depth of our cricket in South Africa.
Yeah, obviously last season was Spartan, but also for the rest of the Spartans team.
Yeah, we didn't win last year. We didn't have a bad tournament. We played decent cricket at times, a little bit inconsistent, but there was a lot of success around the fact that the Spartans had a really good tournament with some of the youngsters. The influences we had on each other, I certainly worked well with some of the youngsters, and they also boosted me with some energy as well. So it was a nice mix, and I'm expecting a bit more of that this year. Certainly got some incredible players who made some good buys in the auction, I think, and or in the draft. I'm not sure what they call them these days, but we have a very nice balanced team this year. We had a good team last year, and I think it's even better now. So more of that and more of really good fun off the field and on the field, influencing each other at net sessions. And then if the results go away, it's a bonus, and obviously we play to win. But we don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves. I believe we're going to go all the way, but going to have fun along the way as well.
Yeah. I mean, like Bauchi, but a lot of bright prospects for the future.
Yeah, I was playing at Middlesex at Lord's game, and leading up to the game, I got text messages from Bauchi with videos of this player, and he asked me what do I think. So it looked quite odd, very weird action, turns out both ways. All the batters that have played against him have struggled, so it's always nice to have an X-factor player like that in your team, where you can always turn to in pressure moments when you need a wicket or two. And then obviously we have a fantastic seam attack with Mono Morkel joining us. Corbin Bosch, we saw what he's capable of. I think we're going to, if I look at some of the past tournament winners in all formats around the world, the bowling attacks are really important, and I feel we've got it right this time around with a lot of wicket takers, guys who can perform under pressure, and then obviously up to the batters to score some runs as well.
Yeah. I also want to come back to international players and their influence inside the change.
Yeah, it's vitally important. It's obviously it boosts the tournament big time. That's part of the reason why the IPL is also a success. There's the best players in the world playing in the tournament. We are still building towards that. We haven't got all the best players in the world, but it's certainly a big step in the right direction. Last year was good, and this year even better. And then the big thing once again to me is the influence these players will have on the youngsters, and the confidence these guys will get from it, and realizing that the global stars of world cricket are just normal human beings, and we're not that far away, you know. If we just push a little bit harder, get some of the confidence we need in this tournament, things happen quickly, and before you know it, you're playing for the Proteas in a test match or a T20, and your life changes. So I think to me, that's the biggest thing of getting the overseas players here and having a tournament like the MSL is for the youngsters to really make that step up.
Yeah. On the Spartans' point of view, how did he in your lineup this year?
Yeah, Morne brings a lot to the party. Obviously, we know what his stats are like. He's one of the best bowlers to ever play the game. He's had a fantastic career for South Africa. He's a legend in our country. But he brings a lot more than just that to the party. He's a fantastic human being. He's great in the change room. He's a funny guy. He's down to earth. Everything a youngster needs to learn from, you know. He loves helping the youngsters out. He loves coming to the party under pressure for the team. Just a fantastic guy to have around. We used to live together when we were early 20s and had a lot of good times together, and I can't wait to mingle with him again. I haven't seen him for a while. He's based in England now and in Oz and all over the world, so it's going to be nice to have Moras back where he belongs, with his roots here at home at Supersport Park. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And just obviously to the fans from your side.
Yeah, I mean, the fans played a big part last year in helping us really enjoy the tournament, winning some close games. They can obviously help us again this year. I think we've got an even stronger team, and hopefully we'll entertain them more. And if they come through, they can just push us across that line, hopefully, to go on and win the trophy. The standard of cricket will be fantastic, I believe, and I think the fans will really enjoy seeing some of the best players in the world perform at Supersport Park on a good wicket, small field. There will be lots of music, lots of noise, and lots of fun on the grass bank. So just encouraging the fans to come out and have a bit of fun with us and help us win that trophy. Mzansi Super League, fast, fun for all.